getting high, still riding on big rigs. Still fly, still grinding, getting big checks. Still thugging, still leaning to the back. You bet that. I ride, I shine, nigga, you know that. I smoke, hot drink, go looking back. 22, 24s,
it's the NFL race.
every day, me and my dogs be wild. 7 straight, 7-5, don't ride. And we ain't tripping on nothing, just
Between the San Francisco 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
In this life I live.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. Picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Calling a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And some room to run now. Touchdown, 49ers. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 75 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Tucker in to get the extra point. And we are tied at 7. has had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. A solid stiff arm. And he's going to have a Niners first down as good running gets him to about the 4. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. That's Samuel caught left side. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the 49ers have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Now it's Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Jackson on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
All the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Now a first down throw complete downfield, and they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 33 yards that time. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. That's complete left side to Bateman. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Dobbins will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually see it into the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet. But you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 37. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
No, we can't. Let's get 6 on the board, fellas.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll find Bateman once more. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And a connection between the two. This one good for 12 on 1st down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run it in, going option right. They'll run with Dobbins, and they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker with the extra point. And he's down 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 36, Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, Purdy. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing here, Purdy. Downfield throw tip, but he still got it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Aiyuk. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for... The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now there's 2 sides to every coin. You come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game. What a boost, but you don't get it. And now your back's against the wall a little bit.
You're exactly right. You nailed it perfectly. And so many ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early, try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an onside kick unsuccessfully.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Play action. It's Burrow. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
11 MT pace. 11 MT pace.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. Shoves him aside. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Mixon. Down to the 25. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Jamar Chase on a touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson, he's going to air one out. He's got him in, complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 81 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. A good chance this is 4 down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman.
And he is going to lose yardage here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing is Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman
With his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. It looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the break ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Anytime they think they've got him over beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
On 3rd down, Burrow. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 37. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
But they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. To try again after the sack. Jackson.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They'll They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now Jackson. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Jackson going to run. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun?
All right, throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
11.
First down. Here's Burrow. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Eluding the pressure right, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Jackson on first down.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the gun on third down, Jackson.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Now they send the tight end in motion left.
Mixon will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Mixon again. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep, and he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 42 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want to pick up? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Receiver in motion left. Jackson to throw. That is caught, Bateman. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Connecting with Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Jackson. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
Here's Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Throwing, Jackson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
11, lining. 11.
From the gun again to Mixon. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Here we go. Hey, can.
And they will take a knee here. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout.
Thank you. The owner's happy with that one.
So it's the Ravens who won the toss. They'll get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Dobbins trying the left side, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. First throw in overtime now for Jackson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. What a gigantic interception here in the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, with where they're at in the field, I mean, they're already in field goal range to win this thing.
And the head coach is just talking to the special teams coordinator right now and saying, okay, where does he want the ball positioned? Because that's all you're going to do on offense. Move it to that spot. Make sure you take care of the football, and probably 3rd down, kick the field goal, and try and win this game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mixing up the middle. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage of game there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. 11 yards there on the touchdown run. That was an excellent come from behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. If offense and defense were clicking, they're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come from behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.